First we have the maps. You can choose anything, like for example the Arctic or desert. You can see the votes calculating, so you can choose capture the flag, team deathmatch, free for all. Let's do team deathmatch. Oh, gotta go sleep. Today we're going to be making a tutorial that's also been suggested. Now, this also involves the round system. Now, all we have to do is basically, we have the voting system and we made a tutorial on that. Now, what we're doing today is basically just making another voting system, except it's for game modes. So, I mean, game modes like capture the flag, free for all, team deathmatch, elimination. So those types of game mode, if you know what I'm talking about. Now, obviously, you can customize it however you want. It doesn't have to be capture the flag or whatever you want. But I'm just making it so it's similar to like the sword fighting game or something like that. So basically, and we'll also add, have the voting map in addition to it. So we'll have like two types of voting. So one voting for the maps and one voting for the game modes. So I'm gonna have a model in the description. I'm gonna insert it. So hold on, I'm getting my toolbox out. Let's see, where's the? I forgot. Toolbox, snap object, rather that was by accident. So right now I'm in the same map that I've been using before for my previous tutorials on this specific round system. Um, so we have one right here, voting map plus voting game mode. So and this is basically it's also more of a combination of all the different tutorials. If you've seen my team-based tutorial, it's basically a tutorial for making an entire game, and it's a bit different because the voting system was actually like parts in the workspace. This time I made it so it's a GUI. So I have voting GUI and yeah, basically voting GUI for the maps and game modes. So we have the server script. Now we have a bunch of stuff right here. I'm gonna go over them real quick or pretty briefly. So we're gonna put the main script right here that holds all of the stuff. We're gonna put that in server script service. And when you're done that, so we have some folders right here. Okay, the first one for each map. So this is basically self-explanatory. This one has all the values or all the stuff for every single map you want to put. So the blue spawns, red spawns, if you're looking for a team-based game, you want like red spawn and blue spawn. It doesn't really matter if you can just keep the name. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. You can keep the name. Even if you want to change the team colors or something, it doesn't really matter because it really won't show. Can be voted is a value for each map, and it shows whether or not it has been chosen for the voting area or for the voting. If the game has chosen it to be an option in the voting GUI, and that's so it doesn't choose more than once the same map. Image is the what you want to put here in the value. As you can see, this is the Roblox asset ID code. So basically, what you should put in here is the image value or the URL of an image that you want to assign to each map. So for example, you have the woods map. You want to assign like an image of woods, the image of your map, and then you want to put that inside the value right here. And you probably want either the RBX asset ID or the URL. The URL would be easier to do because you go to the image, the decal that you uploaded, or it can be any decal to be honest, and then you go to copy the URL and then paste inside this value. Now this is, of course, will be parented under the main map, your map model. So all of these will be in each map. So actually let's do that right now. So let's say you have your maps. Let's see, where is it? So in Roblox you sort of have all of my maps. So Arctic, Desert, Woods. Okay, so these are my main maps. So let's go to one map right here. So the Arctic right here. Let's insert these stuff. I don't know what you can call them stuff. So you don't actually need this folder. This folder is just for organization. So you have the blue spawn, red spawns, and can be voted. So of course you probably want to move them. So let's select all of the spawns, the blue and red spawns. And basically these are for each team, by the way, if you haven't known yet. So you have the blue spawns right here. So these are all those blue spawns. If you can see, I think I moved it. Hold on, where is these? Okay, or did I actually? No, should be here. That's weird. So these are all the spawns, and these are obviously placed randomly, so the players and the team will just be spawned randomly. All right, and even if they do spawn, like for example one part, we will be doing some math.random, so player can spawn around this part, but not really in this exact part. So because you're probably gonna have more than this 4 people playing. I mean, could be the case. So if you have 8 players, you don't want like players to spawn in the same exact, spawn or exact position. You can duplicate these if you want to make more spawns. There's nothing wrong with that. You can do that. So this is for blue team. This is for the red team. You want to move them to a position there. Where it's good. Okay. Okay, so these are for the spawns. Let's actually lower this. Damn. Let's see. Or whatever, it doesn't really matter. Of course, you can make all these transparent. So like, select all of them. And oh my god. I'm getting confused between the properties and toolbox. Oh my god. So transparency, you can put this to 1 if you don't want anyone to see it. And yeah. So this is for the spawns. And that's actually in the values right here. Where's the values? So we have these values. You just put them inside each map. Now, of course, you don't want this for only one map. You want this on every map. So as you can see, I have these for every map. The blue spawns, the red spawns, and these 2 values. So you have this one, red spawn, and also so this for the desert, and this is for the woods. So I have the spawns right here, and the 2 values can be voted value. That shows if it's if it can be voted on the GUI, and the image. I put the image code right here, or the image ID, I should say. By the way, it doesn't work if you put the raw ID. So if it's just numbers, that's you don't want that. It won't work. So either the URL, I think the URL should work, or the RBX asset ID, which works if you put it inside a image label, and then it converts to RBX asset ID. All right. So these are for the map values, and we're done. So now let's okay, this one you don't need, by the way, so you can delete this. But the values that are in it, you want to duplicate it for each map. Now game mode scripts. Get to that later. Game mode votes and the map votes. These 2 are what. Let's see how. Basically, it calculates the votes for for map votes. It calculates the votes for each map. Of course, these are called folders, but when the game chooses the maps, it will assign each folder with its name, and then it will calculate the votes. So every time there's a vote, it will be placed inside the folder, and yeah, same exact thing with the game mode votes, same exact thing. So I have 3 here I just chose. This is random. You can put anything you want. Honestly, it doesn't really matter. You do want to I'm gonna update the script in case this doesn't work. But if you want to change it, I'll let you know later. Okay, so we have game mode scripts, game mode votes. Oh my god, and then map votes. These 2 you want in replicated storage. Maps, you want this in also replicated storage. This will hold all your maps. So if you have all your maps, you want to put all of these in the maps folder. Easy. You have the lobby. Now this is the main team, because since we do have like a free for all, and then also we have a team deathmatch and capture select. These are 2 team based rounds or game modes, and then it's also free for all game mode. So we only really want lobby, and if we do check if there's like another if there's a game mode involving either free for all or team deathmatch, we'll add a team. So if it's only free for all, we'll just add the playing team, and if there's only or if it's the team based game mode, we'll add 2 different teams in the teams service. So you put this in teams, soccer ball in teams. If teams doesn't, if you don't see teams, insert it through model, advance, and these 2 gears. Insert it here. Okay, all of these remote events, let's get rid of them. I mean, not get rid of them. Put these in replicated storage. All of these. Let's see. Okay, so we have the name tag GUI, which is the overhead, as you can see right here. This is what it looks like. You don't need that exactly. I mean, it would be better if you do. You probably would want it. Blue frame, main frame, red frame. These are for the GUI. If there's a team, hold on a second. I'm not sure if these work yet, because I did it very. I mean, kind of rushed when I did script this. So if it doesn't work, don't. No, actually, do it. It should work. Never mind. It should work. Yeah, I tested that. Remember. So the blue frame. Actually, I'm gonna just show you it. So for the start GUI right here, you don't have anything, so you want to put the screen GUI inside the start GUI. This is the main one. Let's see. Then you can put your frames, blue frame, main frame, and the red frame. I'll put this on the same screen UI, so it's. I mean, maybe it's not the most organized, but whatever. Let's put this here. Let me put this in the middle so you guys can see. Wait, main. Main. Let's make this visible. Why can't you see this? What? That's weird. Did I do something wrong? I'm confused. .1. Okay, for some reason you guys can't see. Oh, I have my UJ. Okay, yeah, this is how it looks like. Oh my god, I even had my. Okay, let's turn these off. Oh god, voting. It was like just so you guys can see. So this is what the red frame, or this is what the main frame is. This is for the team-based game. So if there's a team-based round, it will show the results of the team-based round. So the players that died and the players that are alive. Basically, that's all it really does. It's very simple. You can add onto it, obviously. There's nothing stopping you from doing that. If you know how to a little bit of scripting, you can actually customize if you want. Anyways, let's put all these back. Okay, so these essentially you want these blue frame, main, and red frame. You want these in replicated source so you can replicate it. The voting, now this is what I didn't actually, I think, oh, no, I had this in my screen GUI. Yeah, okay. Let me see, is it? Oh, that's weird. So yeah, this is for the, don't ignore this image right here. Ignore this image. So this is how the voting session will look like. So in here I have okay, the folder of the choices. So the choices, this choice 1, choice 2, choice 3. This will be the same for the game mode. So for the maps and game mode. So I'll have 3 choices for the maps and 3 choices for the game mode. If you want to make 4, you might want to make another one. Maybe it's duplicate, I'm not sure, but also you have to reposition. And I think it could work, but I'm not sure. You might encounter, I'm not like exactly sure. Basically, now I think there's a button right here. So this is the vote button, or yeah, the text button. So this is the vote button. So this is a local script for each vote button. So what it does, okay, it's got script appearance, the button, player, replicated storage, rep that voted. So voted is the remote event that we're actually gonna fire. Now the reason why we want that remote event, so we're gonna fire from the client, which clicks the vote button, and so we're gonna fire it to the server. And main label, okay. So we vote. Now, if the main label.text, so there's going to be 2 different votings. The voting for the map and voting for the game mode. If the text right here says vote for map, then we want to vote to the corresponding map. So we want map voted equals, hold a second, voted fire server, map voted, map vote. So this fires a server for the vote. Now, actually, I'm gonna just show you it anyways. So for the, let's see, voting system, put this in. So voting system, put this in subscript service. Let's see, did I put this here? Probably not. Oh, hold on, voted. Onward. Okay, put these in also script service, server script service, unvoted. So this is the remote event that's fired. So voted on server event, connect, player, thing voted, in the vote type. Okay, that's probably confusing, but basically, thing voted is like either the map or the game mode that's voted. So if it's a map vote, the vote type is map vote. That's the variable that we passed from the client. So we go to the map folder. Now the map folder is right. Map folder, map votes, and right here. This is what I was talking about. So the map votes are here. This is the folder that holds all of our maps, our map votes basically, the votes for our maps. So if the thing were to equal map folder.name, now when the game runs, it chooses the name for each folder. So it's gonna know which folder it is based on its name and the vote. So if it does find the folder with the same name as the map that's been voted by the player, it puts a bool value. It puts a bool value inside this folder, and so it counts how many votes there is in each folder. And that's how basically we count the number of votes for each map. We hold it in folders. This is else. So this else is for if it's not a map vote, it would be a game mode vote. So vote for the game mode. Hold on. Sorry, that's not the else. This is actually for no. Okay, so when we place a vote inside one of those folders, we want to check if the player has already voted for another map. We don't want the player to vote like unlimited amount of times, so you want to remove the vote if there's vote, or if there's a previous vote. So for example, if I choose vote A, then I want to change my mind, and then I want to vote for map B. The script will remove the votes from this map and only have the vote in this folder. And if I vote C, I'll move the vote from map B, and then it'll only have the vote in map C. This is just so the player doesn't spam. Okay, so unvoted it back. Okay, and else. Now this is for the game mode. So if it's not map vote, it would be the game mode vote. We do the same exact thing, except for game modes. So we do in the it's not mode folder, it's mode folder. So in game modes, so you're all game modes. You can change it if you want, but you do have to change it in the script, which is I'm gonna show you the script right now. Actually, before I show you everything, I should let you guys know how to put these things in place. So let me finish with this game mode scripts. Hold a minute. Not sure if. Okay, I put this in service script. The game mode. These are all the scripts. I'm gonna talk about that later. Classic sword. This is you don't really need this if you want, but this is just to demonstration. Or for demonstration purposes. Same with the flags. These are only for demonstration purposes. That's just so well. Okay, this is a capture the flag. Game mode. You just want to show it's a capture the flag game mode. In round, these are very important, and status. These are also in replicated storage. Pretty much everything is replicated storage. So in round is the value that detects whether or not a round has started or ended, or if the game is currently in a round, or if the game is currently in the lobby in intermission. And inside the round, you have chosen map and chosen mode. We just want these values so we can actually detect which map it is and which game mode it is. Also, you want to use them after in different scripts. Status is the status that will appear on the GUI. So you can see this label right here. This is what will appear as. Okay, so we only have a few more things. That's instructions. Okay, this probably is outdated. Ignore that. Lobby spawn. Put that bad boy in the workspace. This is where everyone will teleport after. Okay, let's turn this off right now. This is where everyone will teleport after the game will end, or the, yeah, whatever. I think yeah, probably. If they're still playing, if they're in the map, you want to teleport them back to the lobby. All right. Now we have that's a name tag, so you don't actually need this either, but you probably would, because I mean, why wouldn't you? So now name tag is probably this name tag right here. You want this in starter character scripts, if I'm correct. So so this is starter character. This will be the character, the name tag, and the name GUI also in replicated storage. I think that's all. Alright, okay, now let me explain everything. I know it looks confusing. Now, this is, let's see right here. Did I explain? So I've on voted serve voting system. Okay. So the main one we have right here is the round system. So I have intermission, round length. Intermission is the amount of seconds in intermission. Round length is the length of the round in seconds. So I did 40 seconds. I'm probably going to shorten this to like 25, and also going to shorten this to like 20. Alright, so replicator sword, the in-round value, status value, lobby team, blue team count, red team count, remaining blue, remaining red. These are values we're going to use later when we want to check how many players left are in the round. Okay, let's ignore that first. Now this is the main in-round function. So it repeats until there's a required amount of players left. So for example, if you want 2, let's do 2. That's the number of game that players that get children is greater than or equal to 2. We can then exit out the repeat loop, exit out the repeat loop, and then continue on the code. So these are for I loops. Intermission. So waits 1 second until intermission ends. So intermission is we made it so it's like only 20 seconds long. I'm actually make this short, to be honest. Let's keep it like that. Whatever. Okay, make round length 30. So count time for intermission. When it ends, we set the in-round value to true. And then we get to assign the team counts. Now this is a table for this table used to count every player in each team. So the blue team, so we're going to put all the players in blue team in this table, and we're going to put all the players in red team in this table. So we loop, and every time we loop, we want to check, okay, first of all, how many players are left in each team, right? So for the first second, we want to check how many players are on the start of the round for each team, red and blue. Now, of course, you don't have to actually change the variable name either. All you have to do is actually, let me see. Okay, so you can, if you want to change the, now pay attention. If you want to change the team name, make sure you also change the value for this. So if, for example, you want to change the blue team to green team, you don't actually have to change the variable name. It won't matter. But you want to change, if you change it to green, I want to change the green team. If you want to change the red team to like yellow team, change to yellow team. Make sure you have that correctly, and make sure also apply to the other scripts that we have. So it checks basically. I mean, I'm too tired to explain all this, to be honest. But basically, it checks if a player is in each team. And actually, hold a second. Yeah. So if I is number of round lengths, so if it's just started, well, you want to put it in the player blue team count, which is the amount of players in the blue team at the start of the round. Otherwise, it will be in the remaining blue team table. So this will be calculated until the end of the round, and then at the end of the round, when the round ends, we'll calculate how many players are remaining are on the blue team instead of the players in total that was at the start of the round. And the same for the red team. So we have some cases right here. So if the remaining red equals 0 and remaining blue equals 0, now we want to put this first, just in case there's a tie. So both teams up, that's a tie. If the remaining red equals 0, blue team has 1. If remaining blue equals 0, red team has 1. Else if both are 0, if the I is 0, meaning the countdown has reached to 0, that means there's no time left, and both teams have players left, meaning their table the amount of players in each team is more than 0. We'll just set the status of value to both teams run out of time. Anyways, so now this one, okay, I didn't actually explain this, but I'm gonna tell you later. Let's go to our game mode scripts. So for capture the flag, now hold on. I forgot. Okay, whatever. Now these are all examples. You don't have to have. These are all just for the sake of demonstration. You don't actually have to make capture the flag game mode or something like that, because I mean, I don't know. You probably don't want. You might want to make something else. So I'm gonna go to actually the screen UI right now. I didn't actually explain. I don't know why I didn't explain. I forgot to explain this. So this is the main choice over. So this is the main local script. Now this is where you want to change your game modes. So in the game modes right here, you want to change them in this table right here. So for free for all, if you want to keep that, you can keep that. If you want to change the name of them, you can change the name, but you also might want to change the name of the folders right here, the game mode votes. So let's say instead of capture the flag, you want, I don't know, elimination or something. Or King of the Hill. King of the Hill. You also want to change the name of this folder right here so it can detect King of the Hill. Or actually, it's, yeah, misspelled, so it's capital T. Oh my god, I'm so bad at typing. But yeah, just as an example. Let's see. Okay. Now these are actually these are remote events, by the way. I'll be explaining that in the voting round, the script, the main script. So let's do Control Z for a second right here. Oh, capture the flag. What the hell? That's weird. Flag. Capture the flag. Why? Okay. Oh, and the images right here. Is the also the ID code for when it appears on the voting GUI. So we assign image, or probably what you want to use is a URL to put for the game mode, to assign with the game mode in the voting GUI. There's going to be only 3. If you want 3. Yeah, let's see. Let's go to voting system now. So the voting system is basically paired with the round system. So we have some functions right here. So we have pick random map, and we also have get map options. Pretty much self-explanatory. We get the options for the maps in the voting GUI. So you can wait. This is after. So this is for the first round. But what we want to do, we want to wait amount of time. You can change this to however you want. For example, 10 seconds after the intermission, we want to get the map options. What this does is basically shows the GUI, and then you can vote whatever you want. So if you want only 5 seconds into the intermission, you can do 5 seconds. If you want 15 seconds after the intermission, you can do 15 seconds. This is when the voting GUI will appear. Then when you get the map option, you can wait, and then you can wait. So I did wait 17, and then it will pick the it'll get the game mode options. So the GUI for the voting, it will switch from voting maps to voting game modes. Basically, that's what it does. And okay, so this is just for the first time. Now we want it to repeat every time a round has ended, so we basically repeat everything we did. Actually, you might want to do, let's see, okay, so teams got children. Okay, so we destroy any other teams that have been remaining. So if there's a blue team, red team, you want to remove them. Because you want to you want to get ready for the next round. And it's always more cleaner anyways, generally speaking. These are just for optimization, or not really optimization. You want to clean everything up. Then again, as you can see, we repeat the function get map options. This will choose the map options for the voting GUI, and same thing for pick game mode. Fire client. Oh, fire clients. Okay, this is what I was looking at right here. So it's not this one. So it's actually this one right here. So this is the remote event that has been fired. So when a set option has been fired, so this is what I've been talking about for the set option right here. This is, oh, was it a set option or not set option? Let's see, pick game mode. Pick game mode. This is the client that we're talking about here. So this is the client that has been fired from the server to the client. Now what we did, all we really did is change the text to vote a game mode instead of vote a map, right? And then we changed the choices. So for I chose in choices, get channel and do. So we changed the mode to text to, let's see here. Okay, yeah, I know this is confusing because actually my friend El Bunny, I shouldn't mention this earlier. My friend El Bunny actually helped me with this table. I know tables are sometimes confusing, but they're pretty useful though. So this is what I did. So I looped. So these are all the game modes inside. So inside the table, of the table, and we looped through all of them. We then choose for every choice we put one choice for each game mode, and Circle has 3 is pretty easy. So we change the text to the mode.name, and then the image to mode.image, and this is all in the table. So we got the name and the image. So that's all we really did. Let's see now, set option. Not sure where this is from. No, I didn't make a counter for the votes, so it would be pretty easy to do that. It shouldn't be hard. I think you can implement it yourself, or I might just update the upgrade, or yeah, update the asset, the model. So then when we, I think, hold a minute. Yeah, okay. So when the round changed, again, and if the value of the in round value is false, meaning the game, or no, if it's true. So if the round has started, we can then calculate the votes, and then we can apply on that vote. So we calculate the highest votes for the maps right here, and then the highest game mode votes here. Choose the game mode, and then we can do the chosen map. Okay, so this is for the status value. Now we have the chosen mode right here, the chosen mode value inside in round right here. We set the value of it because it's a string value. We set it to the chosen mode right here, that we calculated had the most votes. And this will be used. This will be essential for the game mode scripts. And yeah, so we can then go to the game mode script right here, and this is basically why it's so essential. Because if you go to any of these, the chosen mode right here, the name of the chosen mode is essential. So for example, whenever a round has started right here, so if chosen mode equal value capture the flag, meaning if the value of chosen mode is capture the flag right here, we can then proceed to do this code. So each now you don't actually have to have a script for everyone. You can just make a long list of else if statements. Even though this is probably not the best, you know, this is my first time making like a game mode type of round system or something. So this is probably not the best. You might need model scripts, but I'm not really good with model scripts, so that's why I did that. So that's why I did this. So in round the change connect event. So if the round is, I should put this first, but if in round the value is true, that means a round has started, and the chosen mode is, for example, capture the flag. I want to change this to whatever we changed before in the table on the client. Actually, I mean, I think you could do, well, you have to change this and on the client too. So right here, so you can change this here, and you probably want to change this for the folder too, and on this table. So this is one example. This is, the rest are basically the same thing. So when we set the mode, the chosen mode value, it will be used to detect whether or not what mode it is, and it will run a specific code for that mode. And this is the same thing for free for all. So in around that chain connect function, if chosen mode that value equals free for all, and the value is true, meaning the round has started. So that many times I will run the specific code for that, and I won't. And instead of putting teams, hold on a second, free for all. Yeah, we will still utilize the red spawns and blue spawns, but it won't matter. Honestly, it won't matter. We'll just put it randomly. We'll put the player at random spawns, so it doesn't really matter. Unless if you want to change it like that, it will be a bit more complicated. And for team deathmatch, we'll also put teams. Same once we capture the flag. And yeah, basically same things I think. Chosen mode that value is team deathmatch, and in round value that is true. Then I run the specific code. And yeah. Now all these are actually more elimination type rounds. So if you do want to change it, I think first you need spawns. So I think I already put spawns here. I think I already put spawns. So let me see here. Spawns. Now someone asked me about the spawns, how you want to make it so you can stay in the round. Let's see, where's mine? Oh, okay, so let me see. The maps, let's see. So for example, if you go to woods, I do have spawns right here. So you have the spawns. Now if you want to make it so the player respawns, I'm pretty sure, now unless there's something, there could be a little bug right here, but it should work if you put if you get a spawn and you put the team color, you can see the team color, it's a property of spawn. If you set it to the same color as the color of the team, for example, if the color of the team is really red, the team color of whatever team you have, you want to set it to the same as the spawn team color. For example, let's just make a red team, just for example, red team. And I want this red team to be really red. This is the team color I want to set for it. You also want to set the spawn for team red, or the team color for it is really red. So, for example, already had it, but whatever. So real red, and that's pretty much it. And it will work because after the round has ended, we'll set all the players' values or all the players' teams to the lobby team anyways, so they won't respond like and make like a bug, big massive problem. It won't be a problem. Anyways, let's remove that. We don't need that because we're gonna have just in case you forgot, if you want to make different specific teams, you would have to change them here because that's where they implement. That's where the script implements the team. It makes the teams. So, for example, team 1, team 2. So if you want to change the team values or the team names, change them here. The blue flag, red flag is for capture flag. You probably won't need that. But I mean, you can if you want. I'm not saying you can't. I'm not sure. The team color. Let's see. Team color. This is where it makes the team. So the blue team and the red team, this is where it makes the teams. So you can actually change this brick color if you want. Brick color.new. You can change this to whatever brick color you want. This is where you can change the brick color of the teams. And this is for the same for team deathmatch because the team deathmatch also makes the teams. So you want to change for both scripts. So this is where it makes the teams. Let's see. Team deathmatch, same here. If you want to make the teams, so this is where it makes the teams. You can change so team 2. Change the names if you want to change the names. Change the team color. You can change the team color. Erase this, and if you actually erase the entire quotes, then you can you get a pop up like this. Okay. okay. And for free for all, there's gonna only be one team, which is playing team. So if you want, you can do set to whatever gold, and then team 1, you can change it to something else you want. I'm not sure if I finished explaining everything. Because I mean, I've been exhausted explaining. I don't know how long this video has been gone for. Honestly, I'm just kind of tired right now. So let's put this back here. Now I think everything is correct. Everything I did. A pretty cool Chrome extension. Oh my god, it's a Roblox Studio extension plugin or whatever. That's pretty cool. I bought it for like 25 Robux. Anyways, we're gonna test this out with again a handful of cool people in the server, and let's see how this game works. Of course, not everything will work correctly. So the blue flags and red flags, I didn't actually like scripted them or anything. So I only put them there just for sake of demonstration. I mean, honestly, you probably won't use CTF or capture the flag. Honestly, all I did was put added some capture the flag models in it. So I just put some flag models, insert it, and that's it. So it's not like something, it's not a really big deal. So really don't mind that. Anyways, I'm gonna be back with a handful of cool people. We're gonna wait until the next voting GUI appears again. So as you can see, it's gonna appear in a few more seconds. You can change this in the script how long it will take for the map GUI to appear. So first we have the maps. You can choose anything, like for example the Arctic or desert. You can see the votes calculating. So you can choose capture the flag, team deathmatch, free for all. Let's do team deathmatch. Oh, gotta go to sleep. Okay. Rip. One more round. One more. We just want to test this out. Okay. Let's see. Now it's 2v1 because we only have 3 players. Yeah, I know. Trying to get as much people in the Discord server to play, but whatever. Let's kill the user. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty cool, eh? And that's the game mode GUI. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want, join my Discord server, my Reactive Studio Discord server if you have any questions. And yeah, definitely subscribe and like for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one.